You could have made Raidu.
No, man.
You're fantasy captain.
Yeah. I'm saying right now.
We are live.
There's no surety who's gonna play.
Chalo, set for battle.
Well for either of these sides.
Battle Royale, na?
Yeah, I can change. I'm saying
Battle
like
Royale?
in my
Yeah.
fantasy video.
Kings and royalty. Punjab Kings and
Kings
Chennai
and
Super
Super
Kings.
Oh my
No,
But
then-
they are at the
then
po-
Lucknow was a super
Giants, na? There.
Giants
Super.
versus
I'm saying, but the super.
That's
is
the
common
Super
there.
Derby.
Yeah, that will be the Super Derby. Chennai versus Lucknow. But yeah, fortune-wise, worse than the King.
Where is your yellow jersey?
It's right here.
He's
That's
disowned
not
them.
your jersey.
No, he's disowned them and he's supporting SRH from now on. Simple.
Yeah, these are more
My,
SRH colors.
my
than-
wardrobe is what has a hint of yellow. There is a hint of yellow. So
No, but where
that
your-
other jersey, for two logistical reasons: one practical, one superstitious. Practical is it is too hot. That is October, November material, and I'm wearing it in this heat.
So you can
Second,
bring it to office, and office is cold. Our studio is extra cold.
It's
now
really cold.
for the superstitious
It's
part.
like Antarctica or studio.
Okay, now for the superstitious part. Whenever I own that jersey, I have been totally lampooned by the Chennai Super Kings fans to not wear it. Because whenever I wear a jersey, they lose. I myself don't believe it, but I don't want to get lampooned yet again. Especially when Chennai are in a very crucial stage in the playoff race.
Lampoon is such a good word.
Lampoon.
Lampoon.
Lampooned.
Goes well with how your team is being.
Indeed. extreme lows, but now slowly starting to creep up.
Yeah, Thala Dhoni. Thala
And
Dhoni.
playing against an opponent where he's got a great record.
Who would forget that Irfan Pathan getting
2010, yeah.
smashed all over the place?
Not more than that. That uppercut that he gave to himself, man.
Oh yeah.
What's the big breaking news? Moeen Ali injured? But
Yes.
I'm saying, is it actual injury or is it the injury to
Side strain.
tell
Side strain,
side
yeah.
strain?
Side strain.
So that
Yeah.
he doesn't feel bad that he's going to be subjected to be sitting on the dugout
Bench.
for long.
Yeah.
Simply
Well,
because
yeah,
he won't find a place in the 11 now.
he won't find a place now. The stats
After
don't
the
back it
last
up.
game's performance.
The stats don't back up your claim that Moeen Ali's average with the bat has been 17.4. In all the matches that he's played, he's not bowled his full quota of overs and he's not picked up a single wicket.
He's bowled 8 overs in the IPL.
68
That's
runs.
it.
68
runs he has
no
given away
wickets.
without a wicket.
So yes, the stats say that he should definitely sit out. So that's why Santner will continue to play.
No, the big thing is, I think on the other side, Punjab Kings, because of the kind of post they made, they put out posts with Benny Howell batting, bowling and all that. So maybe,
In
just
place of Nathan
maybe
Ellis.
Benny Howell might make it to the side tonight.
In place of Nathan Ellis.
Is he making his debut? What does the post say, Shane?
So the post is basically, and I covered it in my news wrap in case anyone missed it, is that they basically just, because obviously I think Benny Howell is not a name that you'd, like say the mainstream cricket fan would be very familiar with.
No.
So
Anyone who watches sports today would be familiar.
Yeah, because we've
you
shouted
guys
him
have
out.
been going on and on and on about Benny Howell, when he's going to play, when he's. These are all.
Like for like replacement for Odean Smith, that's why I was surprised
Yeah,
to see
same.
Nathan Ellis before him in the 11.
Yeah,
actually.
Nathan Ellis.
so why
So-
do you think Benny
So
Howell?
they were showing him and they just had him do like, I'm going to go out there and bat first. So they showed him tonk a few, then they showed him bowl. And he was interestingly bowling a bit of leg spin as well. So not just pace. He was bowling
Ooh.
leg spin.
Yeah.
So with Thala Dhoni around,
Well,
only leg spinners. Rahul Chahar,
Rahul Chahar.
Liam Livingston,
And
one
this
more
guy.
leg spinner.
Yeah, Benny Howell.
Benny Howell is not a leg spinner, guys. I've never seen a ball leg
he's
Yes,
spinner.
saying in nets he was bowling. He's a medium pacer.
He's a medium
He's a medium
He's saying
pacer and he
in
was
the nets
bowling
he was
proper.
bowling. Because actually I've read it.
He's
that
actually
he
the
can-
dibbly-dobbly
No,
guy.
I've read that he can bowl all sorts of deliveries.
Yep.
Like he can bowl spin. if
He's
you
like
want
Sachin
that.
Tendulkar, can bowl off spin, leg spin,
Off-spin,
medium
leg spin,
pace,
medium pace, whatever you want.
doubly doubly, whatever you want. But again, see, that will matter. Spinners bowling if Dhoni promotes himself up the order. No, that's not happening. Everybody was saying, can Dhoni bat at number 3? No. After the game against MI, he's sealed. Okay, I'm there only.
No, but how does he bat?
But he
at
was batting
fire?
against Pacers
Pacers,
only.
yes.
Let's
So,
not forget.
The promotion now, I think I get it why Dhoni did not want to promote himself up the order for so many years. He knows he will struggle against spin. 91 strike rate is a spin for the past 2 years. So if he goes up the order, he's doing CSK more harm than good.
Plus, how does he bat higher now? So,
Yeah.
so Raidu is going to bat higher. The two openers are going to bat higher. Now they've got the only way is Santner if he comes down the order.
Yep.
That's why you pushed, or he comes ahead of course, Santner if he comes down, and ahead of Jadeja as well. Because Jadeja has not been firing. But on the subject of Benny Howell's social media posts, don't be too sure with social media posts because Arjun Tendulkar has been featuring a lot of every
MI
social media
post.
post.
I think they're building it up for the next few games.
Yep.
Yet he's not playing.
Anyway,
So
see,
in this case, then they're building up for not now. Then if Benny Howell comes in, maybe.
And you never know, they might drop Johnny Bairstow also because Bairstow has not been firing.
Bairstow has got a great record against CSK.
But he has not been
they'll
firing
persist with
now.
him. But again, Punjab Kings, their downfall has begun when they dropped Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Simple.
Yeah. So that's another reason
That's the change I was suggesting.
They'll
that
give him a
Bairstow
long
get-
rope. They'll give him a long rope.
4
Bairstow.
games or 5 games he has played.
He's
5
played
games he has played.
5
now.
games.
Nothing he has done.
He will do well in this game because I think they'll go for big match record.
Can you play both Bairstow and Rajapakshe and then Ellis goes out?
Yeah, Ellis goes out.
And you
Livingston
bring in,
you can't drop.
Livingston is undroppable.
no, so and then you bring an Indian bowler.
Yeah, play with
And
only 3
Rabada,
foreigners.
4th foreigner.
4 foreigners. Play with only 4
Yeah,
foreigners.
and the Indian bowler Sandeep Sharma, for example, who did decently well in the few games he played up.
Yeah.
So then you're sorted. So then how does your team look like? Mayank Shikhar 1-2,
Bairstow,
Bairstow
Bhanuka,
Rajapakshe 3-4,
Jitesh, Shahrukh.
Jitesh
Jitesh
Shahrukh
Shahrukh.
Don't forget Liam Livingston.
5-6,
Oh,
Liam
Livingston.
Livingston 7.
Oh man, I think Livingston will be up the order.
Actually 4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
7 done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
that-
Arshdeep, Kagiso, Rahul Chahar, and Vaibhav Arora.
Yeah, but then Sandeep cannot come in.
He can't come. in.
Then there's your
And-
team sorted. That's a very good team actually. If
That's
you
a
look
good
at
team.
it.
The only problem with that
Bowling.
team is there were 5 bowlers.
Yeah.
There's no 6th bowling option. But that's not a bad idea. So your 5 bowlers are Vaibhav Arora,
Vaibhav Arora.
Kagiso Rabada, Rahul Chahar, Arshdeep and Liam Livingston.
But Livingston is anyway your 6th bowler. You're going to
I'm
make
saying
it.
You
if
want
we-
to elevate him to 5th bowling option.
Yeah, I think
Anyone
that's just
else-
risky business.
Anyone else who can bowl in that? No. Or the other option is
Shahrukh, drop Shahrukh, get Harpreet Brar in.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's one option.
Yep.
Drop Shahrukh or Harpreet Brar in.
Yeah.
Or
Left
Raj
arm,
Angad Bhava in.
Or Rishi Dhawan.
Rishi Dhawan.
Or Rishid.
Or Rishi Dhawan.
Yeah,
They
shit.
have these.
Because
Actually,
he's a
Punjab have
hard-hitting.
Punjab have a decent squad.
Exactly.
They haven't found the combination yet.
Yeah, they've not figured out what's their best 11.
Man, Odin Smith. How can you drop Odin?
No, he was dropped last game.
But he will.
So,
But
they
he'll
won.
come back. I
So-
guess.
And the funny part was before the last game they were putting out nice social media posts on him tonking everything,
There.
and then they dropped
There.
him. So
Again, see,
There.
Bhanuka Rajapaksa, he said, I have been really happy that I'm playing with the club that I admired from my childhood days, Punjab Kings. And what happens, he's not been picked ever since.
Yes.
I think they themselves
That is
were so
because of
offended.
Sangakkara and Jayawardene maybe. Both playing
Yeah,
for
Sangha played
Kings
Mahila.
11.
They were so offended by what he said. Like, it's not possible. You get dropped.
What are you saying? That's a lie.
Harshit Padalia has an interesting question, right? He's like, which team should I support today so that DC has a chance for top 4? I will support them accordingly.
I think
You can't support
no, you can't
anybody.
support either of them.
I think Chennai winning helps everybody's cause because they'll also be on 6
Except
points.
Punjab.
Yeah.
Except Punjab because they'll all be on 6
6
points.
points.
Then
So for
Delhi,
a Delhi
KKR,
fan-
Punjab and
Chennai
Chennai
win
will
is
all be on
important.
6
Yeah.
points.
So Delhi fan, hope that Chennai wins.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
That's good for you.
Because they have got the best net run rate. If they win today, they will probably go to 6th.
Yeah.
But they don't win by a big
No,
margin.
who has
that
got the
is.
best run rate?
Among all this
Punjab,
in the
Punjab.
negative. In the
No,
negative, I'm
sorry.
saying.
Who has the best run rate?
In the bottom,
That way
if you-
Delhi Capitals
That
have the
would
best
Delhi
run
Capitals
rate.
have the
Delhi,
best
yes,
run, right?
Delhi.
Yeah.
Delhi
Yeah.
Capitals have the best run
That's
rate. They
positive
just need more
7.5.
points on the
Yeah.
board.
More points, that's the problem.
That's why he's saying, which team to support.
Yeah.
So support
Chennai.
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 You have to
Anyway,
support
there's
Chennai.
AMSD there, so
Yep.
no reason. Vaibhav is saying, Nikhil sir, Moeen Ali is injured. What is the impact on CSK? I don't think too much of an impact
much of an
now.
impact.
'Cause he was making
considering-
no impact,
Yeah, so,
so-
the last game they dropped him and they won.
Then they got
So-
Santner in.
Also, Sandner, the thing is, Sandner is a better bowler than Moeen Ali.
And also
the
a
fact
better
is,
bat now.
they've been scoring similar kind of runs, so really hardly makes
Anyway,
a difference.
see, it is now the Chennai injured Kings. It's not the Super Kings anymore. It's been
Two
an-
injuries. I mean,
3. I mean, Major, Moeen out, Adam Milne out,
three.
Deepak
Deepak
Chahar.
Chahar.
The main Chahar is gone. from the season, but they've got okay.
The
good
funny thing
backup.
is, it would have been the battle between the two Chahar brothers
Brothers
also.
today, yes.
If Deepak Chahar was
Deepak
there.
and
Rahul is there. In fact, they played a game earlier and Rahul picked up 3 wickets
Yes.
in that
Yes.
game. In
Yes.
fact, the spinners, the 2 leg spinners, I think picked up 5 between them. Livingston had 2
Yeah.
and Rahul Chahar. So those 2 leg spinners are going to be very, very crucial. As
And they
was
played at
proven
Brabon, right?
in the last.
That I don't remember.
That was Livingston was man of the match.
Yes,
I remember.
60
right? He got a
runs.
60 odd runs and picked up crucial wickets.
Couple of wickets.
So, and at that time I remember with MS Dhoni, his weakness. Rahul Chahar didn't have too many overs left when MS came. They gave Livingston the ball.
Livingston the ball. Yeah.
So they know that weakness.
Yeah.
So
But
did
Dhoni,
very
to his
well.
credit, hit a 6 of Livingston, but was out.
And that game, by the way, they threatened to win the game when Shivam Dube was firing. He got a
Dube, yeah,
50,
50.
very quick fire 50, and you thought they had a chance, but once he got out, collapse.
They were anyway facing
It was
the.
a collapso.
They are playing against the 8 ball anyway. So
Yeah, Ritesh Bhute from you know where.
Mars.
Mars.
Mangal.
Send us some Mars bars. Someday.
Yes.
Oh, I
We'd
actually
love
quite
that.
like them.
Yeah, so do I. So that's
amazing.
why. Weber's question I taken. But on the subject of Moeen Ali, Siddharth is pointing out that I think it won't matter now with Santner bowling well and batting is fine until Rutu. By the way, Ruturaj Gaikwad, what happened to your whole calculation? Stop looking at the comments. Tell me what happened to the calculation.
150 out of the last
What
7
was your
games.
calculation first?
My
game?
calculation was okay. First 3-4 games, he will struggle to get to double digits.
Yes, that's
happened. He got to a double digit from the 5th game.
That happened.
That
That's
happened.
what happened.
But he went off script by scoring a 50 in the 6th game.
And then what happened?
And now again back to square one, but he might pick up now. This is his zone. 8,
No, but
9, 10, 11
according
onwards he
to
starts.
your
doing well.
theory, he'll start with few games single digit, then reach double digits, and then from there on he'll be unstoppable.
Yes.
That was his theory.
Yep.
Well, he started in the same manner, but then got a 70, and again he has not fired as failed.
In fact, in that game, Mumbai Indians, none of the openers scored. Rohit fell for a 2-ball duck, Ishan fell for a duck, and Rituraj golden duck.
Yeah.
So it was a bad day for openers that
Only Robin Uthappa scored runs, 30 runs.
30 runs.
Varun is saying, he's saying Ruturaj is going to get 100 today.
Uh-oh.
Wankhede is the best batting pitch,
Wankhede,
which
to be
is
fair,
right.
is right. It's an absolute road of a pitch.
Yeah.
So you should be able to score good runs
But
there.
No, but yesterday it
the
wasn't a
LS
road of a pitch.
Yesterday.
It was very
Yesterday
sluggish
it
pitch.
looked like
Gaon ka
batsmen were-
pata wicket it
only
was.
KL Rahul was batting exceptionally. Everybody else
Everybody
struggled.
else was struggling on that pitch.
Yeah, it was like that soggy Khet ka field it was like rather. Very, very sluggish.
Cape ka field.
Khet ka field.
Khet ka field.
Field ka field.
Rakesh Shetty, from our discussion yesterday, we were comparing each team with the
Football
EPL
teams,
side. Yeah,
yeah.
he's picked Punjab as Everton. Have been there since the inception. Gets top players time to time, but never finishes top 4.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, yeah.
comparison.
Good point.
That's a very good
point,
comparison.
yes.
And
Punjab
although-
always, when it comes to 4th place playoff, they've always stumbled.
Although considering Everton are currently in the relegation zone, not the best of comparisons if you're a Punjab Kings fan.
You can. If they lose today, they are also fighting for the wooden spoon then, Punjab.
Taha is actually trolling.
No, that is with Mumbai. Nobody is
Yeah.
fighting for that wooden spoon.
Your RCB has caught on with our family members because
Oh.
Taha has started using. He's saying feeling sad for Mumbai Indian. Only RCB could have given 2 points to Mumbai, but sadly they don't have a match with RCB.
They don't. That's the only time they play MI and RCB.
Trolling
so
them.
yes. Anyway, Chennai have one more game with RCB, so that's on next Wednesday. The Kaveri Derby Part 2. Let's see.
Love Rami is saying just saw the Sasta Pyaz and Vada Pav kind of foodie post on Insta, on our Sports Today Insta, and he says hilarious reel.
Again, I'm hungry.
Keep doing it.
I've been thinking about food. We were talking about Mars bar just now.
You're hungry?
No, not this. Not this.
Not this.
Not this. Thank you.
Why?
No. Mine is that Fatafat Bhel I like.
Fatafat Bhel. You can get that as well.
Yes.
Should we order? Should Shivam go and get it? You want Fatafat Bhel?
No, that's
The only reason we don't eat is that crunchy sound that
Yeah,
comes in.
yeah.
It'll
Come
ruin
that
our
way.
mics. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, just a big shout out to Arjun Devgan. He's an ex-colleague of mine, worked in my team previously. He sent me a message on Facebook today. I had no idea. And he said that, you know, Nikhil sir, I'm a big fan of Sports Today. He stays in Malaysia now.
Oh.
I had lost touch. He's a big fan of Sports Today. He said, because of the timing, I don't see the night game. But my day is not complete. I get up in the morning and I see Sports Today.
Lovely.
The
Thank
video
you.
tonight.
Thank you. That's
Thank you.
That's
So
Mr.
I
Devan.
thought I must share it with the rest of our family.
Thank
He says I don't comment or anything, but I watch. I'm not one of those
Right.
people who ask questions or comments, but he loves Sports Today.
Yes.
Praveen's talking about Shah Rukh Khan. Very disappointing. Had very high expectations from him
I think
pre-season.
we all did.
Yeah, what's really disappointed me is the fact that his strike rate. I'm okay with him not getting a lot of runs. It happens. Not everyone is in form all the time. But the fact that he got like 100 strike rate in certain games, that's what's disappointing. That's not the kind
less
of
than
player
100 also in one
Yeah.
game, 26 or
Yeah,
28.
yeah.
But I'm saying last season, even though his team wasn't doing too well, it was both KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal at the top and Shah Rukh Khan at
And
the
the
end.
bottom, yeah.
That's it. That was their batting, and Shah Rukh Khan did score few runs quickly. That's what we have not seen, even though he had such a great domestic season.
Yeah, every time he's had a great domestic season, but he's struggled in the IPL.
This is also domestic cricket only.
Yes, but IPL
With
is a different
international
notch
elements
altogether. With a different notch.
But this is right. Everyone's talking about Bairstow going out, but how about you do that as we discussed earlier? Because more than Bairstow, I think Shah Rukh has had more games and he's disappointed. So
Yeah.
let Shah Rukh go out. You bring a Harpreet Barar in, let Bairstow play, and then Ellis goes out, and you know the
Then you have
balance
6
then-
bowling options
yeah.
as well. You have
And
enough
the balance
batting,
is
and
maintained.
Brar also can bat.
So
And
Jadeja's won a toss.
Ravi Jadeja.
second toss.
Can
that
he
he's won.
can he say that we are gonna bat first?
Can he be the second captain?
No.
Bowl.
He has
IPL.
said
Bowl.
they're gonna bowl
Yeah,
first.
there you
Bowl.
go.
Yeah, so it's 5-4 teams that have won the toss choosing to bowl in Wankhede. 5, now it's 4. It was till yesterday it was 4-4.
And apparently it's the same wicket that was used yesterday. Lucknow versus.
So who's got a
Mumbai.
better spin attack?
Same strip.
Yeah.
Yeah, same strip.
So I think 150, 160 could also be a very good
Very
score.
winning target on this.
Yes.
So
who's
guys,
got the
pick all
better-
rounders. Pick all rounders.
Who's the
in
better
your-
spin attack then?
Who's got the better spin attack?
Spin attack. Because apart from Rahul Chahar, who's Livingston, that's it. No, that's your two spinners in the Punjab.
but
So maybe like yesterday, Krunal Pandya, the left armers will come into the picture more.
Jad-
So
Jaddu,
you have Jadeja,
Santner.
Santner, and of course, what's his name? Tikshana.
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 Yes.
Okay, before we start discussing the playing 11, which will be out soon, I'm going to quickly take a few comments. You've got Abhi Adhikari saying Kings do come back to regain his kingdom. Robert Bruce had done that. Virat would also do the same. All he needs is to find the spider of his life.
Robert Bruce, was that Braveheart?
Must be.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you guys.
No, it
more,
flew over
That's
my
what I
head.
said. I think it is
in touch
Braveheart,
with the
Mel
pop
Gibson.
culture.
Mel Gibson,
Maybe.
Braveheart.
I think he was called Robert Bruce in
His
that.
name was Robert Bruce. I think.
Scotland
Yeah,
tried
that-
to vote. That
No,
one.
Scotland. He was fighting for the Scottish land.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think his name
He
was
was-
Robert Bruce. I think in that.
I don't remember.
No,
Second.
second time. Yep, same team, no change.
Yeah, so
And his
CSK
name was
no
William
change.
Wallace.
William Wallace.
Same team for Chennai.
Yes, same
yeah,
team
we
for
expected
Chennai.
that. No changes for.
Yeah, Ruturaj, Robbie, Ambati, Shivam.
So this is Mayank's, in fact, the 6th time he's lost the toss.
Yeah, 6 out of 7 tosses. Yeah.
He's the opposite of Kane Williamson.
Yes.
Who's won every toss.
Yeah. Jadeja and Mayank both same almost.
Same luck, yeah.
Heading
Kar-
into this, they had lost most of the job.
Karthik M is saying today Punjab will win. Every team which played against Mumbai lost their next match. Chennai played its last match against Mumbai.
Mumbai.
That's an interesting one. Actually, in fact, even Kolkata, they beat Mumbai and then went on a 4-game losing streak. It's a very interesting catch. I don't think anyone
Yeah,
was
but
caught on
then
it.
you play
So
against him.
that means your team was just good enough to beat Mumbai.
Mumbai,
and
yes,
weren't
and
good
that's
enough to
it.
beat the other
And
side.
that's it.
But we
That's
defeated
it.
RCB before that, so it can happen.
So Pradeep is saying Punjab's batting style is not very suitable against CSK type attack. Now we can bundle them out for 128. Pradeep is a big CSK fan, I know. He's
Yeah.
been telling us since yesterday that support them.
Oh, 3 changes in the Punjab lineup.
Oh, let's see if it's down to
Not
injury
surprised.
or what.
Punjab, I think, has reached that stage where now everything will keep changing. in their team.
OJ is a top. Is a law.
Exactly. That's the problem with Punjab. Most season they start
They
well,
have
and
that,
then they start have
dip,
that
and
dip.
then oh god.
Yeah.
Then they'll
And
start
then just
changing
changes every game.
I hope Bhanuka comes in. That's the only way I see Punjab batting stabilizing.
Ashish is saying Mayank Agarwal should leave captaincy. He's better batsman without that burden of captaincy. He's not a natural leader. Punjab needs Mayank.
But who captains in that side then?
Dhawan.
Shikhar could.
That's the only
He's
He
the
did
only other
captain that
choice.
one.
I think,
Didn't he? They won that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so Rajapaksa, Rishi Dhawan and Sandeep Sharma are playing.
Shah Rukh,
Ellis and Vaibhav Arora are out.
Exactly what we said.
Yep.
Pretty much. The Vaibhav Arora
Exactly
part
what
was a
we were
little-
discussing.
Yeah, Vaibhav Arora, I think.
Vaibhav is a bit of a surprise, but,
Yeah,
but
Nigel
the
Vaibhav.
other
No, but in
two-
the last couple of games, he's gone for a few runs.
yes, he has.
Yeah.
But the other bits we predicted that get Sandeep Sharma in,
Get
right?
Rishi Dhawan.
Get Ellis out
Yep.
and play Rajapaksha and Bairstow both.
Yes.
They have played Rajapaksha, Bairstow both.
Yup.
That's a good call, I
Good
think.
call, yeah.
This
Very
is a
good
better
call.
team. And you got Rishi Dhawan in. We discussed that. Get a all-rounder. We were talking about Harpreet Brar, but Rishi Dhawan was an
And
option.
Brar, to be fair, did go for a lot of runs when he was bowling. So I think
Yeah.
First couple
that's
of
why-
games, yes.
Yes.
No, for Ellis also kind of.
I think it's
sort
not
of
a bad game
replacement.
to make Livingston your captain because he'll
Yeah.
bowl also.
And he had
Time to make my team. Yeah.
and he scored that 50 against Chennai, remember, last time.
So
yes.
how many bowlers for them? I'm just taking a look at the bowlers. Rahul Chahar, Sandeep Sharma, Arshdeep Singh, Kagiso Rabada, Rishi Dhawan and Livingston. So
Livingston,
they still
yes.
have 6.
Yep.
They still have 6 and this
Yes.
is what we discussed, the way they could... I wonder, they watch sports today just before
Yeah.
for a toss.
Must be, yes.
Exactly what we had discussed.
Santner, Pretorius, Bravo, Chaudhary, Tikshana.
But now, just look at the
And
Punjab
Jaddu.
batting lineup, by the way.
Yep.
Mayank Agarwal, Shikhar Dhawan, Johnny Bairstow, Liam Livingston, Jitesh Sharma, Bhanuka Rajpakshe, who will bat much higher than he's
Yeah.
listed there.
And
Rishi Dhawan.
Yes. Wow. Pretty strong batting lineup.
Kagiso at 8 also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kagiso can bat a bit. And Chahar too, for that
Yeah,
matter.
not bad chair, okay, still bit of tailor,
He
but
can
yeah,
miss, but
can whack
yeah,
it.
if he's lucky, he can
But it's
do
the
it,
same. I think both Chennai also bat deep that way. They've also got Dwayne Bravo at number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually
So-
they bat deeper.
They
Yeah,
bat deeper.
Number 9, yeah.
I don't think it's about that. It's about both these teams, even though they've got so
Only
much batting.
Mahesh and Mukesh are not the greatest bat.
Yes.
Mahesh and
and
Mukesh.
Mukesh. They can't.
But yes, Jadeja, I'm going to make captain one just to take a punt today.
See, anyway, if they are playing on that same strip, it will be a slow, low turner. So I think spinners will have a bigger role in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Punjab's death bowling looks much better because of Arshdeep. He's been a revelation.
Yeah. But the problem is Sandeep won't bowl in the death. I think he'll finish
Yeah.
it
No,
off early.
he's going to
He's
be
your
moving
power play
around.
That's
bowler.
what. But
For sure.
again, I'm not too sure how good Rishi will be in the death.
I think the best bowling option is Arshdeep and Kagiso.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is-
Kagiso, Arshdeep are going to bowl in the death.
Yes.
And then Sandeep Sharma, Rishi Dhawan,
Yep.
top and middle, finish it off.
Yep.
And then you look at your spinners in Rahul Chahar again in the middle,
Yeah,
and,
in the
and
middle,
so
yes.
does Liam Livingston.
Yep.
Actually looking like a good team.
Good team, yes.
Yeah, so
And
Mayank has lost 6 out of the 7 tosses.
yeah, Jadeja now has won.
San is pointing out that saying Tikshana can tonk the ball. I don't know, I'm not sure.
Haven't seen him.
Haven't
Yeah.
really seen him
very
bat
very
that
mixed. Not to read too much into his batting stats. So
Yes. Okay, Devansh is asking, what is your opinion about Kumble as coach? Who's going to take that?
It's
Fantasy
very-
players?
I'll take that one. So with Kumble, I mean, I don't know. And I can speak as experience from someone whose team is following that exact same bang bang template. Needs to be tweaked. It really needs to be tweaked because it's not like they have a bad batting lineup. In fact, as we were discussing even beforehand, it's not just the fact that they have a good playing 11. They have a very deep squad as well, very good players. But I think they need to tweak their approach a tad. Otherwise, they're not really going very far.
Anil Kumble?
I'm actually surprised with Kumble was considered to be a very astute man manager, talent wise also. But with the Indian team, he had mixed success. With Punjab Kings, he's not had that much success, and it's maybe because the personnel or the team composition has not been chosen properly in the last couple of seasons.
I'm saying if they don't make it to the playoffs this season, he's out of.
Yeah, that's what I think
Yeah.
as well.
No, that's because also the contract for the support staff is only till this year.
This year,
and
yes.
next year they're going to look at it afresh. But I know this for a fact that probably he's on notice as far as coach is concerned. Also got to look at each franchise in terms of how they've done in the past. And Punjab has been that kind of a franchise that don't have too much patience with their coaching staff. They've had the likes of Virender Sehwag also very
Yes.
quickly. So they want results. That's how the management works there. And the one to bear the brunt mostly has been the coach. Anil Kumble, what kind of a coach he is, we all know. I mean, his time
But-
with the Indian team, he was a hard task master.
Yeah.
So we know that's the kind of coach. We also know, and I can confirm this, that this whole bang bang sort of cricket that Kings is playing has actually come from Anil Kumble. He wants the team to play like that, which is fair enough. I mean, you know, because at the end of the day, his head is on the chopping block. So he has to then decide which way the team has to play. And if he's convinced that's the style that the team needs to play, then so be it. Just that on the evidence of what we've seen, it's really not working for them. So you need to have a plan A and a plan B, which I'm not sure they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
They
mixed-
probably need
from his
plan
playing days
C,
itself, he was
D.
attacking, and he's following
Yeah.
that template right here. But I don't know, maybe he doesn't have the right personnel in the right spot at the right time.
I disagree. He's had 2 chances now.
No, I'm
That
saying
he
as
has-
far as team batting and team bowling.
No, my entire point is, see, you were the coach last season.
Yeah.
You have been the coach this season. You got the players that you wanted, and still you have been unable to deliver those results for your side. That's also because, I don't know, the approach, as he pointed out, hasn't been correct. Even though they've got everybody coming out trying to tonk the ball from the word go,
No.
and it has backfired twice or thrice at least.
Why I'm saying that is because when Bhanuka was there, classic case, you had the right man at number 5 and 6, giving you that finishing touch. You dropped Bhanuka and gotten
No,
best.
but Bhanuka was batting 3.
higher, number
batting
three.
Number 3,
Yeah.
he was giving you those cameos.
But
Yeah.
you number 3 shouldn't be giving you cameos.
But still, 35.
No, he played
12.
well.
No, he set
doubt
the
about
stage.
how
He set the
Bhanuka
base
played.
well.
He played
But
very
then
well.
you drop them and see how your batting fortunes have nosedived.
No,
I think the bigger worry has been players like Livingston scoring runs, but then Bairstow, who have been season performers at the IPL for Sunrisers,
but-
averaging about 40 great
Wasn't
strike
doing
rate.
anything.
So why did
Okay.
you drop Rajapaksha? People will ask you that.
No,
question.
that's why they have not dropped even Bairstow. They
Yeah.
still believe that Bairstow
Which
can
is
get
also
them
fair.
runs, which is fine.
If you've put that kind of
Agreed.
money and I
Yeah.
guess a proven performer like him who's done it at the internet, you have to stick with him.
Yeah.
So they walked a thin line
Because
so
see,
far.
they have revamped the whole team. If you have to look at it, the old guys, they are not there.
Yeah.
KL
No, they've revamped the support staff.
Support
as well.
staff
Everyone
also.
got fired. Wasim Jafar, who was there, is not
Yeah.
there. Andy Flower has been let go. So only the common
Mike
factor has been.
Hassan was also let go. Now
Yeah,
he's in RCB.
yeah, that's what the common person who's just been there is in Anil Kumble.
Yeah.
So I guess, I think this will be a make or a break season. And it's not that Anil Kumble hasn't experienced the harsh nature of the
Yes.
IPL. He was with the RCB also. He was let go pretty quickly when
Yeah.
results didn't
Although
come
he was
their
their
way.
best captain.
Yeah, no, I'm saying when he went
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
coaching staff.
The
2009.
famous
They reached the
conversation
final.
conversation
2009,
between
yep.
Uthappa and Anil Kumble.
I know.
Yeah, they reached the final that year.
Yep,
Lost
2009.
to Deccan
And as-
Chargers.
And as per script, they had to lose because it's RCB after all.
Yeah.
Also, Wankhede, another interesting aspect of the Wankhede is that the teams batting second won the first 4 games here, and now the teams batting first have won the last 4.
Yep. It's
Oh.
now teams batting second who won the
Was
toss. So
struggling.
it was now 5 after this toss, and it was 4.
The key is a bigger score.
Bigger score.
Yeah.
See, it's not going to be a very high score.
But yesterday we saw Lucknow only needed 168 runs,
Yeah.
and I think it's also because Mumbai were the
But
opponents.
no, we did say that they were short and they defended it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Ishan, Nandakishore, Avasti Kishan, clueless at the moment.
What did you just call it?
Nand Kishore, Avasti Kishan.
He's basically
Tare Zameen
he's
Par.
dissing a character who is dyslexic. I mean,
Oh no, I'm
something
not
wrong
dissing
there.
him.
You'll get
I'm not
bad
dissing
karma.
him.
exactly.
Look,
Bad karma.
I should be the last person to diss a character who I also partly suffered from, so it's okay.
But sometimes that happens, na?
Yeah.
That gives you the right to then diss because I'm also
Even if I don't diss, karma bites back. I got Jethalal's kismat here.
Jetha.
Jethalal.
This reference.
Jethalal.
Shane is like, who's Jetha?
Tarak Mehta.
No, I got the
We
reference.
know.
Yeah.
When he talks about Gokul Dham Premier League,
Yeah,
then Jethalal we know.
Yeah, where is that jersey? Oh, it's hidden.
Okay, Varun is saying it looks like they're using the same batting pitch from yesterday. That's true, Varun.
Correct,
They
yeah.
are. So not a belter, but KL showed a way how you could bat on this pitch, which is friends should emulate. Mayank Agarwal.
Mayank Agarwal,
His
yes.
Karnataka teammate.
Yeah.
Very close friends
Yes.
also.
He
And
showed.
he's batting first, just like
Yeah.
his friend KL did.
Yep.
No, more than that, I think like the KL innings, you would expect Dhawan to play more than
Yeah, that
more than
suits
Mayank
his style,
Agarwal.
absolutely.
Because KL also takes his time at the
Yep.
earlier stages, and from there then he goes.
Yeah,
on.
and Dhawan, remember, he had that same KL template. He hit a century against Chennai in 2020. 2 consecutive centuries he had hit, no?
Yeah, only the first person to do so in IPL history, and now we have had Josh Butler doing it this season.
Yeah, but the man to watch out, as we said, they've played this season, and Liam Livingston was the star. got 60 odd. However, the interesting bit is I was seeing matchups and Pretorius has a great record against Liam Livingston.
Yeah.
In 4 innings that they've been up against each other, he's got him out twice.
Yes.
And doesn't allow him too many runs. So that's a matchup to look out for.
First, Pretorius has to bowl his 4 overs. Last game also he bowled only 2.
No, but at least they'll bring him when Livingston is it?
Maybe.
Just as Livingston will come when Thala comes.
Thala comes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Chennai.
I think Livingston might even bowl 4 overs today. You never know.
quite possible.
That's why he's a
They
good.
got 6 bowlers though.
But 6 bowlers, you're counting Rishi Dhawan as well, na?
Yes.
Yeah, of
So
course.
I am saying 6 bowlers. In that sense, you'd still pick Liam Livingston. They might not even utilize Dhawan. I'm saying. You never know. They might look at Livingston because the ball yesterday.
They were not utilized who?
Dhawan.
Rishi
Rishi
Dhawan.
Dhawan.
Rishi Dhawan. I was
Not
just
Shikhar.
wondering.
No,
Not
Yeah.
Shikhar.
Rishi.
Bowling wise.
Rishi.
Dhawan.
Yeah.
Rishi
No,
and
Rishi
Shikhar.
will definitely
I will
bowl.
now say Rishi and Shikhar because there are 2 Dhawans in the Punjab
Rishi
lineup.
will definitely bowl.
Yep.
For sure.
Well,
His medium pace.
he's on the cusp of 2 milestones. 6,000. He'll be the second after Shikhar.
He needs
2 runs away.
Say that now. We're talking about Rishi now. You
Now it's Shikhar.
Now we're talking about
2 runs away from 6,000.
6,000.
Only the second person after Virat Kohli.
And 59 away from 1,000 against CSK.
Ah. That you'd know.
Yep. Because he hit it.
Love Rami is saying the next EPL match is on 29th Friday. It's between
United
and
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Sid versus Shane.
The
And
battle lines are
I've
gonna be
I've
drawn.
already told Shane that your team is like the favorite. Like
He always reverses.
So
it.
love-
easy favorites.
So Love Rami is a Chelsea fan, but he
Good.
believes that Red Devils will be back with the bang.
Yeah, all of us
Now
are
he's-
nervous because their form is very.
No, he's
Shaky.
trying to reverse jinx.
Karthik M says, Hardik says that getting Team India selection is not in his hands, but I feel it is in his hands. If he is fit, then it's in his hand. He's an automatic choice. Karthik, completely agree, man.
I think he also knows that. He just doesn't want to say it out loud.
Man, that's the media train code.
It's in his hands because the bat is in his hand and
If
the
he is fit, he
runs
goes.
that he's scoring.
Yep.
Simple. If he's fit, he goes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's been in outstanding form. So, yep. If Ruturaj scores 53, then he would be the fastest to 1,000 runs in the IPL. Rudresh is informing us.
And
That's an
imagine
interesting
the
one.
guy hasn't done anything this season except that 170.
Exactly.
73 against Gujarat. That's it.
One score of
That too in
73. That's
Pune.
it.
Outside of Pune, he's not done anything in his home
Yep.
ground.
Yep.
Well, we have to rewind back to 2010. Hope that same situation is confronting CSK now as at this point in time.
Pratish is saying Nikhil sir, Shivam Dube is batting well this season, but at the same time playing in CSK where he's getting less chance for bowling. He's losing his all-round ability. That's not good for Team India. Pratish, that's interesting actually, but I'll tell you what.
Remind him of the bowling he had.
That one ball.
Yeah,
he
19th over.
And how many runs he
Runs he
conceded.
gave.
25.
But again, see, that's what I'm saying. Is he that bowler to be bowling the 19th over?
No.
He is not a that 19th over. Actually, teams bowl their best bowler in the 19th over.
correct, yeah.
It's become a trend. In fact, they save it for the 20th to give it to someone else. And you bowl your best 2 bowlers there. To speak in Shivam Dube's favour, firstly, he hadn't bowled a single over in that match. You know, had he bowled an over, nerves may have settled, then come in for the second over, then bowling the toughest over in a tough chase. All of that went wrong. If you want to see his ability, he's right actually. What I think Pratish is trying to say, that if you want to see him with batting, he's shown that he's, you know,
He can
there.
bat.
Yeah, he can bat. I think if you want to see his all-round ability, maybe the good thing would be to bowl him an over or 2 in the middle first, a few
yes.
times. And as we said that under MS Dhoni's mentorship, maybe a good time for him to bowl. Once he gets some confidence bowling there, then maybe a good idea to give him maybe in the dead 16th, 17th over someday.
Anyway, see, if Shivam Dube's bowling has to be analysed, he's not had the best of run for 3 years now. RCB never utilized him well, RR didn't utilize him well, and in the Indian cricket team, when he bowled in that game against New Zealand,
got
Taylor smashed for 34 runs here. That shattered his confidence. And after that, that was the first time he bowled in that game against Punjab, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Or LSG. Oh, LSG.
LSG.
25 runs he got.
Evan Lewis and Ayush Badoni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25
But,
runs.
you know,
So-
this would actually be the perfect pitch to give him a couple of overs.
because it's a very sluggish one-sided
Yeah.
deck. And on that day, we saw Pollard 2 for 5. He's not express pace or anything. So Shivam Dube has got
2
that.
for 8.
2 for 8. So he's got that same kind of pace.
Yeah,
So why not?
and
That's true. That's
the
a good
problem, again, going back to what Pratish is saying, the problem is that he will not get those overs because he's not even the 6th or 7th bowler
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
CSK.
actually.
And I think that's the point that he's making, that had it been any other team where you're desperately looking for a 6th bowler in terms of option, then you will get those 1 or 2 overs. With CSK, you don't need. You've got 6 options already before him. you'll seldom go to that 7th.
Yeah.
And I don't think CSK is going to be thinking, I agree what he's trying to say, that maybe for Indian cricket it's good he gets a few overs here and then understand. But I don't think CSK is at the moment going to be looking, we should do this so that it benefits the Indian, and they've got to do what benefits them
exactly.
right now.
Anyway, see, even Jadeja has not bowled his full quota of overs regularly.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So which is what the point Pratish is making, that maybe because he's in CSK, had it been any other team, he would have regularly got 1 or 2 overs in a easier phase of the game. I think so. But after getting that,
Smacking.
smacking is the right word. I was just beating. I don't think that's possible. Varun is saying Bhanuka should bat at number 3 to tackle Thiksana.
Yes.
Sri Lankan versus Sri Lankan.
Sri Lankan,
But he's come good, Thiksana, after not a great start, and Bhanuka was good too. In the chances.
He got a great start, he was just dropped.
Yeah, he was dropped.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Typical Punjab brainfield. Typical Punjab brainfield.
Okay, Adarsh, again on that subject, he's saying Jadeja not completing 4 overs for CSK, I will complete 4 overs for India.
Then last game he completed his 4 overs.
Last game.
Finally.
Yeah.
No, he's been completing his 4 overs. The fact is, the problem is that he's not been taking wickets.
Yeah.
One game he picked up 3 wickets and one game he picked up 1 wicket. I don't remember any other games.
Yeah, that's about
Also, different captains will use him differently. Here he is the captain actually. So I can't even say that.
See, everything,
He's not using himself properly.
everything must fall into CSK in a proper way. See, when in the first 4 games, what was the common factor that they lost? No power play wickets. But with Tikshana's arrival, that now they've gotten more power play wickets now as compared to the previous 4 games. Now, the second issue, lack of middle overs containment. Maybe with Santner and on this pitch, Jadeja.
I agree. On this pitch, especially after what we saw Krunal Pandya bowl yesterday, another left armer, and he enjoyed bowling on this pitch. And since it's been used for that game already, I think they should enjoy it even more.
Now, as far as the death overs is concerned, you had a big problem with Jordan. You've gotten Pretorius now, who's much better. Even with the bat also. So death overs bowling, Bravo has anyway been delivering the goods as always. He's already he took 3 wickets in that game against Gujarat Titans. So everything has to fall into place now. You're tying up certain loose ends. Maybe on this wicket, the spinners might come into play. Jadeja and Santner.
Okay, Nick Hill, my namesake, is saying, can Rohit take a break as Vaughan is saying, or is it leaving his team in difficult situation? You mean a break now? I'm guessing. But in Rohit's case, the difference between Rohit and Virat has been 2. One, I think Rohit has got a long break because of his injury. If you remember, he wasn't playing. So that long break was already there with Rohit. Now, can he take a break from the IPL? If he thinks, again, there are 2 ways of looking at it. The thing with Rohit, which is different from Virat, is that he's not looking out of touch, Rohit. He's really hitting the ball very, very well. It's the shot selection which has really let him down. He needs to improve on that. Whether break will help him, I don't think so. Maybe playing a bit more cricket might help him, because in Rohit's case, I think once he gets a big one, which looks like he might because of the form that he's showing, maybe that will then, help him get better going forward if you're looking at it from the Indian perspective.
If Rohit has to take a break, then utilize that break to tackle left arm pace well. I mean, come on.
But that can be tackled by playing matches as well.
The thing with Rohit is, this season, he's been averaging 19 runs. Per innings. And his highest score though has only been 41.
40.
Yeah, that's the thing. But a lot of those matches he's just playing like the old Rohit. So it doesn't seem like
yesterday also he started off well. Yesterday also he started off well, but then with wickets falling all around you
and Ishan Kishan not scoring.
Yeah,
I think that put a lot of pressure on Rohit, and that's why it's been the opening pair for Mumbai, and their bowling that has been the biggest disappointment this season.
Yeah.
Novita Novi says Kohli, Rohit are not finished as far as I think. In fact, they are finished products, just as they need some maintenance and oiling. I hope they realize this. So
Interesting
they
point.
are maintaining themselves with oil and whatever. Some servicing.
So that they can
Filter
beat Ferrari and Mercedes.
After 10,000 kilometers, car goes for a service, right?
Carburetor cleaning. Nowadays,
Ferrari and Mercedes need an overhaul. Indeed.
But Ferrari don't really need an overhaul. They've done pretty
After Emilia Romagna, they do now.
Leclerc.
Indeed. After Emilia Romagna.
Romagna.
Adarsh is okay. First, Jairaj Rana says, I think Shivam Dube to bat at number 3. I don't think it's a bad idea.
No, but he was batting at number 3 in the 2 games before. I guess. Like,
Did he? I can't remember.
He batted at 3 in a couple of games. No, he batted at 3 also. If I'm not wrong, they sent him ahead of Raidu, but in the last couple of games,
Ahead of Raidu is still at 4 because Moeen was coming, na?
He's never batted at 3.
4.
Correct.
He's never batted.
I think
I
he's got
forgot
it.
about Moeen,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
He's batted at 4, but you're
Apparently,
right,
as the CS
He was sent ahead of Raidu, but
Yes.
now what they have done is they're sending Raidu ahead of him.
Yeah. They keep
Last couple of
saying
games,
this.
which I don't understand because he scored a 50, Shivam Dube. Then
Yeah.
suddenly you're sending him one position lower than what he was batting
No,
at
I think
earlier.
3 is
It's
good
very
for
bad.
Dube. He's the man in form. He's been their
Yeah.
best batsman so far. So he bats at 3, bring Raidu a little later. Santner can come down. I don't think.
The thing is, Raidu has also scored some 130 or so 140 runs in the last innings.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he's been scoring a few runs as well. And that's a. I think there's so many problems for CSK, they can't figure out their batting lineup also.
Bharveer Singh is saying, Nikhil sir, the slow over rate fine, is it paid from captain's pocket or does it come out from the franchise pocket? Captain's
Captain's
pocket.
pocket.
Yeah, his fine.
And
He has
Rohit
to.
was incredibly
They
lucky
calculate-
to escape yesterday.
He really should have been
Yeah.
fined.
Rahul got fined.
So
So
Rahul got
second
fined.
offense.
Rahul got fined, and by the way, another offense, he'll also be banned
get
for a
fined.
match.
Yeah.
So thing is,
Yeah.
whatever money is being given to you for the season gets calculated by the 14 games that you are playing.
Yeah.
Your match fee gets calculated accordingly, divided by
Yeah,
14,
14.
and then 12 lakhs, whatever the fine is, gets deducted from that money.
Yeah.
Yeah, though I was listening to Kevin Peterson and he said it does get divided, but it's not as specific as 14 games.
Yeah.
They come to a rough sort of a figure. It's at
Okay.
the discretion of because he spoke about his own personal thing when it happened. He was not ready to say
Injured.
how much
Injured when he got injured.
how much he paid. He didn't mention, but he was talking about this match referee's room when he was called and he had to pay a fine. I don't know how much percent, and he said there was a rough calculation which is divided amongst the game, but it's not like definitely as supposing you're on a 4 crore whatever retainership and it gets divided straight in 14 games. It's a rough, they divide it 14 and then here or there and make it like a round
Plus, I
figure.
think some taxes also must be deducted,
Must
right?
be, yeah.
Must
So a
be.
round figure sort of a thing
Yep.
they come up
So
with.
both Rohit and Rahul are on very thin ice. One more over 8 offense and they'll be
No,
banned.
but yesterday I thought Rohit could have been.
Yeah,
banned.
same.
I know. I mean, so the next is 30% match fee of the captain, one match
And
ban.
one match
The
ban.
rest of the team 100% match fee.
Will Natarajan be included in the World Cup team is a question that comes from
Hope
Adarsh.
so.
I think a great choice.
should
right
be,
now.
yeah.
I
Hope
think
so.
he's in contention.
He's definitely in contention. Second
Yeah.
highest wicket taker
Yeah,
this IPL.
15 wickets.
Every game he has taken wickets. A couple of wickets, 3 wickets here and
And
there.
striking in the first over.
Yeah, which I keep pointing
And
out.
you'll need a left armour.
And
Yes.
somebody who's bowling at the death so well at the death.
So the two left armers right now, Khalil and Natarajan were doing well, and I think Natarajan is ahead in
Yep.
that race.
Much
So,
ahead.
Yeah.
Khalil's confidence got shattered in that game against Rajasthan Royals.
I think everybody is
No,
confident.
he dropped a simple catch. Pant looked at him and then he was taping his wrist up. I think he got a wrist injury.
No, Pant was staring at him, but then Mustafizur got
Mustafizur
him
distracted
into a
him, yeah.
conversation to distract him from the
Vivek
fact.
Bhagat is asking why is Anil Kumble the coach of Punjab?
Ask,
Because the
call
contract gets paid.
Because
Neswad, yeah.
because the franchise wants him, and he's a legend. He's been the coach of the Indian team as well. So he is. Yes, results aren't going his way, and
Yes.
if they don't, as we pointed out earlier, then maybe this is the last season.
See, it will not be possible with RCB thanks to Virat Kohli. If Kumble wants to come back.
Let me clarify on that story.
Yeah.
Now that it's been made public, it wasn't Virat Kohli alone.
Yes.
Actually.
Lot of players.
It wasn't. It was built up as Virat Kohli versus Anil Kumble
Because of
fight.
course.
Yeah, because Virat spoke about it.
Yeah.
As the captain,
Captain.
as the leader of the team, he spoke about it. But everyone within the team wasn't happy.
Can-
Supposedly, this has been told
Can you
by
compare it with the
Mr.
way Justin
Right.
Langer was ousted from the Australian cricket team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
I think
Yeah.
that's comparable.
Yeah, that
Both
is,
were hard
yeah.
taskmasters, and that's why the teams
Yeah.
weren't too happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could be.
Poor.
Could be.
I mean, you help. Okay, with Kumble's case, okay, you can say that okay, the IC Champions Trophy result didn't go your way, and other results were mixed.
No, but you took them to the final,
I know.
and you were the best
But-
team till that final loss
But
against
Langer
Pakistan.
helped you in the World T20, helped you with the Ashes. Oh man,
And also was part of a very big cultural reboot.
and
if you have
also
to look at it.
Pakistan. Let's not forget.
Oh yes.
Yep.
They won in a series in Pakistan also. So you boot that guy out and you take over after the horrors of Sandpaper Gate.
Yeah.
And
I think the problems with Langer was that he took everything
No, but
very
Pakistan
public.
series was
Very,
after
very
Langer
public.
had left.
They were having cameras in their
Pakistan series
dressing
was
room.
after
But
Langer
still,
had
I
it
know,
was
left.
but even
still
then,
going on.
despite that, he was taking everything. Like when I think who was it he got annoyed at for bringing a sandwich out into the field? It was one of those. I think it was Labuschagne.
Yeah.
Labuschagne.
Labus
Yeah.
Khagn.
Labuschagne.
Yeah.
Jairaj is saying Kohli should take time on the pitch because he's playing like Russell after he quit captaincy.
Yeah.
Which Russell could captaincy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Andre Russell, no.
Never was captain only.
Yeah. Okay, Pradeep is saying, okay guys, see you soon. All the best to Punjab fans. You know, Pradeep is a big CSK fan, so he's wishing
They
the
need all the
opponents-
luck today.
Yeah.
Punjab Kings.
Last question. Sahil Bhatia saying, why was Sandeep Sharma out till now? I don't know. He should have been playing.
Yeah.
I know he didn't have a great season with SRH before this, but then for Punjab, he started off well.
Not
But then
every
because-
team features Virat Kohli. Every team doesn't have a Virat Kohli, where Sandeep Sharma can have great success. So yeah, he had to be left out. He has a great record against Virat Kohli, by the way.
Yes, he does. Okay, quick predictions then.
Okay, so Punjab Kings making 153, Chennai winning.
Okay.
Punjab making 165 and Chennai winning.
Okay. I say they'll make 170. Big prediction, I know, and Punjab winning.
Okay.
I'll go 175 and Punjab winning.
So to Punjab, to CSK.
Yeah.
Last time this happened, we lost.
Which game we lost?
When both of them predicted together, whatever, and we both
Yeah,
lost.
These
Getting
things you won't remember. For everything else, you'll have a Siri-like memory.
No, obviously he's lost more than he's won in this. What's
Big
he gonna
Boys
do?
predicted 150. CSK.
CSK
win.
win.
Oh, interesting.
Mr. Chaudhary steaming in.
Yes.
Good ball. Okay. Don't forget to download the Gamezy app. Make your fantasy teams there as we've already made ours. And then we can compare notes at the end of this innings when we meet you in the middle of the innings. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. We are both on Facebook as well as YouTube. So we are live on both platforms. You can check us out anywhere. See you in